He's signing executive orders. Oh, it's being live streamed. He's visiting families that fell victim to a hurricane. Oh, it's on Fox News right now.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of The Dave Show. Before we get started, I'd like to thank today's sponsor. It is at Damona Hogan 5064. Thank you so much for your sponsorship and your contribution and your support. It is very appreciated, and again, thank you very much. I also like to note that I am wearing a Let's Do It shirt from the store, and we do have a great sale going on for another few days till the 17th, and it is 22% off. So run out and take advantage of the savings and pick up some Idle Hand merch for yourself. All right, let's get on to today's show. It is Elon Musk syndrome, derangement syndrome on full blown. They are going crazy on the left. And we got a little bit of a Doge report and, of course, some lefty logic that we have to muddle through. So, without further ado, 10,000 subscribers. Let's do it.
On Doge and the fraud claims, Elon Musk in the Oval yesterday gave us some information on that. We're just wondering if there's some proof, evidence. Is the White House willing to share evidence of those fraud claims, or can Elon Musk come to the briefing room and share material evidence of what he's talking about?
Sure, I would love for Elon Musk to come to the briefing room. That's why we had him go to the Oval Office yesterday, where I think he provided great answers. He was speaking in layman's terms, speaking common sense to all of you in the media, but also to Americans at home. But I would say especially to all of you in the media, because I think it's a real fallacy that there's this alleged lack of transparency when it comes to Doge. President Trump and Elon Musk have been incredibly transparent on what Doge is doing. There is an X account with the Doge handle. They are tweeting out what they are doing on a daily basis. They have a website where they are posting the receipts of the contracts that they are reviewing and the payments that they have stopped from going out the door. The secretaries of our departments have stopped from going out the door. And I would also say that before it was Elon Musk making our government efficient and accountable, it was some unnamed bureaucrat that none of you knew. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He's also now one of the most highly scrutinized men in the world alongside President Trump because of what he's doing and the access that he is allowing. So there's great transparency. As for the actual receipts, we are happy to provide them, and I actually brought some today because all of you know I love to bring the receipts. We have contracts upon contracts that we can send and provide this information to you. Let me be very clear. We are not trying to hide anything. We have been incredibly transparent, and we will continue to be. These are screenshots of contracts that Doge found across our government. This is a DEI contract, $36,000 for U.S. citizenship and immigration services. That is against the president's policies and his America First agenda. This is a $3.4 million contract, a Council for Inclusive Innovation at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, Department of Commerce, another DEI contract that Doge identified. I can continue to go through these. Oh, I love this one. $57,000 for climate change in Sri Lanka. What is this doing to continue the interests of the American people?
Nothing. That is definitely a kickback to somebody for sure. My gosh.
Absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
These are the line items across the federal government that Doge is identifying daily. They're moving very fast. There's a lot of paper that we can show you, but we're happy to do it. This administration has been more than transparent about what Doge is doing. And here's one of their tweets that they posted about the mine. I believe this is in Pennsylvania, where the federal employee retirement system is being processed. Did anybody know this was even happening in our country before Elon Musk talked about it in the Oval Office yesterday? A lot of Americans didn't. So we are providing transparency and accessibility on a daily basis when it comes to Doge. And I also have a Doge daily report, if anybody would like it, on all of the things that they are identifying and finding. We're happy to provide this information to you. We're talking about it every single day.
Yes.
Are all those things you just mentioned fraud, or are they waste, or are they just contrary to the president's policies?
I would argue that all of these things are fraudulent, they are wasteful, and they are an abuse of the American taxpayer's dollar. This is not what the government should be spending money on.
Nope.
It's contrary to the president's priorities and agenda. And again, we can continue to provide you the receipts for all of the fraud, waste, and abuse. And if anybody in here wants to argue that the federal government is not fraudulent in some capacity, be my guest, because I think the American people watching at home would beg to differ. Brian.
Yes. I want to go back to Doge just for a second. Earlier, the subcommittee headed by Chairman Marjorie Taylor Greene, her and her staff discovered $2.7 trillion in improper payments. Medicare, Medicaid, overseas, to people who should not have gotten it. Some of this room might have missed that press conference. Can you elaborate on what the president is thinking at this point?
Well, again, that's another example. There's a very long list of the fraud, waste, and abuse that Doge is identifying on a daily basis. Elon Musk also talked about yesterday about Social Security payments that are going out the door for people who are no longer with us, unfortunately. I would say that is certainly fraud. There's also a lot of contracts they've identified that, just as a hypothetical example, are $1 million, but only 500,000 went out the door. So where's the rest of that cash? And so that's the thing. Those are the things that Doge is working on every single day. And I would just remind everybody in this room, this is what President Trump campaigned on doing. He's delivering on a promise that 77 million people elected him to do.
Yeah, like that example she just gave, where $1 million contract, but only 500,000 of that went out the door. So where's the rest of that money? It's going right back to all the Democrats, and I'm sure some Republicans. I'm not going to exclude them completely. But that's where the gravy train is. That's exactly what is happening times probably a millionfold, right? It's ridiculous. The fraud is rampant, and we need to cut it out like a cancer.
Unfortunately, Democrats are only focused on one thing right now, Mr. Musk. The fact of the matter, he's quite popular. We're missing the boat as Democrats. And all I'm saying is that sometimes it's better to join them and actually play a role in how the strategy works rather than so pathetically, frankly, try to combat something that clearly is a steamroller, and Democrats are being steamrolled. I think Democrats should join the club and then have more credibility to actually raise the alarm about constitutional issues. Right now, it's the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, and I think for the time being, the Democrats are stuck in that echo chamber, and they're not going to get out, I don't think, anytime soon. So,
New York has chosen to prioritize illegal aliens over American citizens. It stops today. If you don't comply with federal law, we will hold you accountable. We did it to Illinois. Strike one. Strike two is New York. And if you are a state not complying with federal law, you're next.
You're done.
Get ready.
AG Bondi should probably look into this. AOC's office is now giving webinars for illegals on how to avoid Trump's deportation raids.
This is awesome. I'm glad that Bondi is dropping the bomb D. You see what I said it did there? On New York and Illinois and any other city that's doing this whole sanctuary BS and prioritizing illegals over American citizens. It's done. It's done. like that one guy. Anyways, okay, let's go.
You can't spell felon without Elon.
Trump and Musk like to say, we're reading out fraud, waste, and abuse. We're looking at efficiency. That's a dog whistle.
Elon Musk ripped up the Constitution and our system of checks and balances.
The Trump administration and unelected billionaire Elon Musk have led a reckless and illegal attack on USAID.
9 million veterans are watching you give them the middle finger.
Right.
And we're not going to stand for it.
I think that the Internal Revenue Service will be looked at like everybody else. Just about everybody's going to be looked at. So it's they're doing a hell of a job. It's an amazing job they're doing. I call it the force of super geniuses, but it's building. And you know, they go up and they talk to some of the people about certain deals, and the people get all tongue-tied. They can't talk.
You know, this is so ridiculous. You know, the unelected bureaucrat that they're claiming Elon Musk is, which, you know, yes, he's not elected, but you know, what about Dr. Fauci? He was not elected, and he absolutely train wrecked the whole freaking economy. Made hundreds, if not thousands of businesses to go out of business. The Biden administration, you know, that one rep said, oh, you're giving the vets the middle finger. Yeah, what about when Biden fired all of those servicemen that wouldn't get vaccinated, which Trump is bringing back? Yay, because that's common sense. But give me a break. This is all drama. This is all show. This is all political grandstanding. And the Democrats, they're garbage. Okay, I'm sorry, they are. All right.
Previous HHS secretaries have had a pharmaceutical industry background, have been a state health commissioner, have run health systems, have been governors. Somebody who has had a background in actually administering the programs that HHS administers. Which of these qualifications does RFK possess? You know the answer.
Yeah.
None of them.
That's a good thing.
At the top, he just gave away the ghost, referencing, you know, you didn't work for the pharmaceutical companies. How dare you? So he said the quiet part out loud there.
The qualifications that Senator Schumer is talking about there are the very qualifications that got us to where we are today. These are the people who got us to be the sickest country in the world. We are 4.2% of the world's population. We buy 70% of the pharmaceutical drugs.
That's disgusting.
We spend 2 to 3 times what other countries pay for health care, and we have the worst health outcomes. We literally have the sickest population in the world. Those are the people that got us there. We do need a break. We need somebody different who can come in and say, I'm going to be a disruptor. I'm not going to let the food industry and the pharmaceutical industry run health policy anymore. We're going to turn health policy over to people who are actually concerned with public health. In HHS, in FDA, CDC, and NIH, there are panels that are made up of outside individuals, outside experts who come in and set policies. They set, for example, the food triangle, you know, the food pyramid, the nutrition guidelines, the vaccine guidelines, the medical standards of care. In the past, those people, almost all of them, have severe conflicts of interest.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's not good for our country. And we've seen what's happened. You have Fruit Loops at the top of the food pyramid. First of all, you know, I believe in freedom of choice. If you want to eat Twinkies, you ought to be able to eat them.
Yeah.
But you ought to know what's in them.
It's America.
So a lot of what I'm going to do is about radical transparency, about making people understand, allowing people to understand, and empower them with understanding that if you eat that, it may seem cheap, but it's going to cost you in the long run. You're going to get diabetes, et cetera. We have 10,000 additives in our food. The Europeans have 400. Many of the additives that we have are just illegal in Europe.
President Trump likes Big Macs, so we're not going to take those away, are we?
Oh, we're not going to take, that's what I'm saying. If you want to eat a Big Mac, you ought to. But you know, McDonald's ought to be incentivized to use beef tallow fat when it's cooking its Big Macs, and so that they're good for people, rather than using seed oils or some other cooking oils that are actually going to probably make you sicker. And so we want to do a number of things, but not take away choice from people.
Yeah.
The one place that I would say that we need to really change policies is in the SNAP program and food stamps and in school lunches, because there the federal government in many cases is paying for it, and we shouldn't be subsidizing people to eat poison.
Yeah, I mean, look, we are America. We have the freedom of choice, and that's what it's all about. We want choices. If you want to get a Big Mac, get a Big Mac. But hey, let's make Big Macs better again, right? Let's make them great again. Let's make them more healthy. I mean, you know, they're not the healthiest thing to eat, but we could definitely, McDonald's can definitely, and everybody across the board, not just picking on McDonald's. I think if they use tallow fat, that'll make everything a lot better. But anyways, yeah, it's common sense. We need to do something drastic in the health area to get all these poisons out of our foods and let us start healing physically and mentally because we'll all feel better. Okay, let's go.
I love living in a country where you can wake up every day and say, I wonder what the president's up to today. And you can just find it out. You just figure it out. It's online at basically just whatever he's doing.
Yep.
He's signing executive orders. Oh, it's being live streamed. He's visiting families that fell victim to a hurricane. Oh, it's on Fox News right now. He's doing a private dinner. Oh, well, they're live streaming that too. I wonder what his policy changes are. Oh, well, he was watching the Super Bowl and just decided to get rid of the penny, and he tweeted about it to let everyone know. This is the most American thing I've ever seen.
Yes. Yes, truth, very transparent. Yes, I agree. Nailed it. Trump 47 is the greatest reality show worldwide. Yes, it totally is. Loving every damn second of it. Enough said, right? Making it simple is the way. Baka!
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Grew frustrated and Alan Brown, WBRZ, Team 2 traffic. While they were removing 2020. Jesus. Oh my God. While DOT.
That's my local Louisiana station. Yeah, she's no longer there. I wonder why. She has a short fuse. Baton Rouge proud. Now, I lived in Baton Rouge for a while. I miss it. It's great. And that is a great icon there for the badge or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Let's see. Why didn't she just stop filming there? I totally agree. After she did it a few times, I would have just moved. She still could have got the shot. Should have used the green screen. That takes a little bit of time, a little bit more effort. You know, you gotta crank this stuff out. You know, they're on a time schedule.
Apparently some guys aren't willing to date trans girls, but I just don't understand why. Can you even give me one good reason why someone wouldn't like trans girls?
That doesn't make me gay, huh?
What does this sign mean to you?
You know, black women are probably the least respected in America. Their voices aren't heard, their issues aren't paid attention to. Many white women look beyond their own personal interests and they leave black women out of the conversation.
What?
And I think America needs to change about that.
What are we not trusting them to do right now?
How to care for our country, how to care for each other, how to stand up and fight for things that aren't right.
Millions of black women voted for Trump. Should we trust them?
I don't think that's true. Millions of black women voted for Trump?
Way too many. It is.
Should we trust them?
I'm sorry, but anybody in one of those stupid pussy hats or whatever, they had no credibility in my view.
I don't.
Maybe not trust black women then.
That's not true. I do trust black women.
Who'd vote for Kamala Harris?
Exactly.
I think.
Her logic is broken.
He wants to know if I trust the black women who voted for Trump.
I think they voted against their own interests, so it's really hard to put the idea of trust together with someone who is continuing to vote against themselves, right?
So it sounds like they don't have very good judgment.
You're so brainwashed.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's not having good judgment. I don't think they necessarily connect the dots, and I do.
They're stupid.
No, they're not stupid, but I think it's.
No, I'm just asking because. But it is hard to trust people who are stupid and have bad judgment, right? And black women who vote for Trump are stupid and have bad judgment.
Oh, we did not say that.
That's what you mean.
They don't connect the dots, and so they're looking at only certain things and thinking that's important, and not connecting the dots.
It sounds like those black women need to be educated by white women like you.
Yeah, not
true. Not.
They just need a good white woman to come in and tell them what's up.
You're putting words in our mouths again, and you're trading it.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to do that.
This idea that white people are going to be the white saviors. pisses me off.
But if white women like you don't educate them, how are they ever going to learn to vote the way that they're supposed to vote?
Right. You know, as a white woman, I'm happy to help educate and talk to people, but it's not my job to go convince somebody else.
I hope you're able to get through to some of those untrustworthy, stupid black women. Good luck.
That's funny. Oh my gosh, these people. I don't understand the connection to Starbucks, but if you guys know in the comments, let me know. This is stupid. This is like high school drama. Theater kids, you know, acting out. What good does this do? What does this accomplish? Nothing. Yay. Oh gosh, great PSA on why to stop spoiling your daughters. Yes, I totally agree. It's all hysterical, over-the-top performance art with these leftists. Every time. Every single time. Are they protesting the high price of coffee? Because that they probably could protest and have a valid point. Some poor purple-haired barista is gonna have to clean that up. Oh yeah, it's probably true. They have to pay Starbucks to get those cups they're using. Duh, of course. Send them to Gaza. Yeah, I think they should take a trip to Gaza and spend a few months there and see how it's really, what it's really all about, you know? Live the life, put some skin in the game. These people truly are retarded.
Why do women wear makeup?
I wear it because it makes me feel happy. Just like because, I don't know.
So what if you didn't put your makeup on? Would you not feel happy?
No. Actually, okay, some of these questions are making me uncomfortable. Why are you trying to, like, tear down people for what they
tear down people?
Wear?
Because what's the point of makeup?
Because it makes me happy.
Do you think it's a form of manipulation?
No. Bye.
Okay. Thank you.
These people have no critical thinking whatsoever.
You.
I'm calling Trump on you, you illegal motherfucker.
That there is quality content. All right. Well, the word is out on the street. I'll tell you, some of these comments were definitely, I don't know. I wouldn't call them racist, but they were a little controversial. So I grabbed the nicer ones. She's had enough too. Yes, she has. I want to buy this woman some Popeyes. Oh, jeez. Okay. That's a little borderline. This is way too hilarious. I love this. Okay. Honestly, I didn't find it to be that hilarious, but a lot of people did seem to just totally get off of this content. I don't know. It's time for Dave's Detox. Jeez. Totally walking blind. Uh-oh. This doesn't go well. That is not the position you want to be in. Oh boy. That would suck. I guess where he's hiding. Oh boy. What? I didn't know cats do that.
Kimber.
That's not good. Nice. Oh gosh. What? Oh, that's mean. Oh man, I love when horses give that like crazy eye look. All right, well, hey, listen, I hope you enjoyed the Tea Talks, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, subscribe. Please subscribe. Like, share, slap that bell around so you always know when I put up another video. And until the next episode, stay safe. Know that you are loved and appreciated. And until the next one, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.